Hey, welcome back. So today I wanted to talk about the interval training audio files that are available at the bottom of my YouTube channel. These are really good files to help you learn to sing the perfect fifth and really get better at identifying the perfect fifth and other intervals that we work on. So if you go to the very bottom of my channel, you'll see this albums and singles section. It's where you'll find all of my recordings. So one of the big ones that's useful for you for ear training is the Technique Builder Audio Etudes for Oral Training Volume 1. So if you go ahead and click on that, you'll see there's actually 43 files in there. The way this works is the first one, and you're probably hearing the intervals now. The first one is this interval meditation, the perfect fifth. So the way this works is you are going to initially hear a harmonic interval. So that's when both the notes are played at the same time. Then you're going to hear either the bottom note or the top note of that harmonic interval played, and you have to determine what interval you are actually hearing. If you hear the bottom note of the harmonic interval, then you need to sing the top note and then the bottom note. If you hear the bottom note, then you need to sing the top note followed by the bottom note. If you hear the top note, you need to see the bottom note followed by the top note. And what this will do is it will guide you so that you don't make mistakes, or at least not as many mistakes singing these intervals, and that will help you develop your ability to actually hear these perfect fifths a little bit more effectively in music. So it's important to note that as you go from one harmonic interval to a next, that's not a perfect fifth. That's usually going to be a second or a third, because we're just randomly playing perfect fifths harmonically and then melodically. But all the intervals in this package are actually going to be the interval that's stated here. So you have a perfect fifth here, then here you've got a perfect fourth. And the way you should do this is you should practice a perfect fifth until you have it down perfectly. And then you should move on to the perfect fourth. And then, and only then, you should move on to the perfect octave. You should be able to sing these without the file. These are your training wheels. What's happening here is I am guiding you through. I'm kind of holding you up as you learn to ride your bike so that you can sing these intervals perfectly. But once you have enough practice, you can kind of let go and you can practice on your own at the piano. So once you get to the interval meditation combination portion, what it will do is it will take the previous two, or in this case 3 intervals, and it will combine them. So you'll hear a perfect octave harmonically, then it will separate it melodically, a small break of maybe a second, and then you'll hear a perfect fifth harmonically, then melodically, another short break, and then a perfect fourth harmonically and melodically. And it will keep playing these on different scale degrees and different chromatic scale steps until you've gone through about 6 to 10 minutes of these intervals. Okay, so now I'm actually going to walk you through the process so that you can see exactly how I might practice this at home. So you go ahead, you find the playlist, you click on the perfect fifth. You're going to hear that perfect fifth harmonically, then the first time you're going to hear it twice, then you're either going to hear the top note or the bottom note, which indicates what your next note to sing is. So let's just listen to a few of these and then I will sing this along with you. Okay, so this is the perfect fifth interval meditation. So you heard that harmonic interval, you heard the top note and then it arpeggiated it. Listen to another one. So we heard the harmonic interval and then the bottom note, which means our bottom note was bum. So we need to sing a perfect fifth. Bum, bum. So now listen to the next one. Now we'll sing the next one. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. So on that one we heard the bottom note first, so we had to sing the top going down. Let's do a few more. Bum, bum. So we heard the top one that time. Bum, bum. bum, bum. And if your pitch is a little bit wonky, I mean, I'm not a singer, I don't expect you to be a singer, that's fine, as long as you are getting close to the center of the note fairly quickly. You don't have to be a great singer. Just because you can't sing doesn't mean you can't hear these intervals, but we use the voice to help us bring it into reality, to reinforce the information that's already internally in our minds. So let's just do a few more. Bum, bum. Do another one. Bum, bum. So that's all there is to it. You just listen to this exercise, you sing these perfect intervals. You can also do it passively, where you just listen to them, but you need to, at some point, combine both the active with the passive ear training. Otherwise, you'll never really learn these intervals. You need both. And then once you can sing it perfectly with the audio file, maybe do that for a week, go to the piano, play a random pitch, download an app on your iPhone, and just see if you can sing a perfect fifth above a random note. So if I play this note here, bum, then you count up 7 half steps, and you check to see that you sang the right pitch. Bum, bum. And you can verify whether or not you're doing it right. You can just use a basic app on your phone to do that if you don't have a piano. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am more than willing to help you out. Thank you.